Hi everyone, my name is Zulkanan and I'm going to start presentation with my four colleague members. They are Imali, Aruni, Minusha and Veena. In today's presentation, we are going to cover the difference between member and shareholder of the company at certain information. Secondly, the another point we're going to cover is procedural irregularity of the annual general meeting. Lastly, potential liability of the Allen, the chief financial officer of the Saturday Night Private Limited company. These are the few points we are going to discuss today. In the first slide, I'm going to discuss like members and shareholders. Members, these are the person who owns the part of the company, and they can be sue or they can sue or can be sued. The member is someone who subscribes the memorandum of the articles of the association of the firm. Um, their name is registered under the company registration, and they are anyone who agree to write or right to be a member of company. Shareholder is someone who uh, keep the shares of the company. They are someone who hold the um, shares, and they are also registered under the register of the company.
Hi, I'm Imali Surya Bandara. I'm going to talk about who could be a member, members' eligibility, maximum and minimum number of shareholders or members that a proprietor company and a public company can have, and also cessation of membership. First, I would like to talk about who would be a member. A person could be a member by giving written consent at the time of registration, agrees to be a member of an already registered company, already a member of a company which is converting itself. And when we're talking about the eligibility, it should be a person, a body corporate, or a body politic who could own a property in its name and can sue and can be sued. Next, I'm going to move into minimum and maximum number of members that a public company and a proprietor company can have. Both public and proprietor company can have minimum of one member, and proprietor company have a maximum 50 members, but there is no limit for a public company. At last, I'm going to talk about the cessation of membership. Cessation of membership can happen when a member sells all his shares. Company may forfeit a person from continuing as a member, and also company may buy back the shares held by the shareholder. If ASIC cancels the registration of the company, and also uh, and also on a death of a member. Now, I would like to invite Aruni to talk about procedural irregularity. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vina Subroyan, and I'll be presenting my part for the assignment. Case reference in Winstock versus Beck 2013. If the member or director had acted honestly and his action was put just and equitable, then in that case the incident is not affected by the procedural irregularity. Example of substantial injustice could be cited by Inspector James versus Ryan, number 3, 2010, when it was held that an action as substantial as wrongful appointment of a person for the post of a director could be cited as a substantial injustice caused by procedural irregularity. Procedural irregularity application on the case study. Delay of the meeting by 10 minutes on as the chair was stuck in the traffic and reg- cannot be regarded by procedural irregularity. There was no substantial injustice defeating the purpose of the meeting or anything that could not remedied by a court order. The AGM could not be conducted with the presence of the chair, therefore delaying it was not necessary. Purpose of conducting the AGM was achieved even if it was late by 10 minutes, therefore not requiring any kind of remedy for the irregularity. No procedural irregularity caused. Officer's duty and liability. An officer is a person other than a director, vested with the duty to manage the affair of the corporation or certain portion of its property, therefore thereby having the capacity to affect the company financial standing, or has duties under Chapter 220, the Corporation Act 2001. Provision of officers' duty under the Act. Section 180 to act with care and diligence. Section 181 to act for the purpose and best interest of the company. Section 182 not to misuse position. Section 183 not to misuse information. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Minusha Fernando. I'm going to present about officers' duty. Under Section 190 Act asks the officers of the corporation to exercise his power and discharge his duties with care and diligence just like any reasonable person would do. Under Section 191 Act asks the officers to exercise his power and discharge his duties in good faith for a proper purpose for the best interest of the company. Section 182 Act directs not to use his position for an improper purpose with an intention to derive an advantages of himself or someone he know, thereby causing detriment to the company. Under Section 183, the Act restricts from using information of the company, derelate it to an outsider for the personal advantage causing detriment to the company. Alan potential liability. Alan is the chief financial officer, thereby owing the duties an officer as held under Corporation Act. He breached duty not to misuse his position by helping his cousin win the tender for renovating the company. Sharing the information about tender price set by his company with his cousin so that he wins the tender call. None of his conduct had care and diligence with good faith or for a proper purpose, in the best interest of the company. Such an action by Alan were not done in good faith for a proper purpose for the best interest of the corporation. Alan did not inform about his action the officers and directors of the corporation, thereby hiding his motive to help his cousin. Therefore, he shall be held guilty of breaching his statutory duties as an officer under the Corporation Act. This is our bibliography used for our presentation. Thank you.